Let's practice for the IELTS speaking section to get that perfect Band 9 score. Pay attention to underlined vocabulary and phrases. In this video, we will target talking about indoor and outdoor activities as well as volunteering. Now, let's begin. Welcome to the speaking section of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test. May I see your identification? What is your full name? For part 1, I will ask you a couple of questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general topic. Do you work or study? What do you do to relax? Let's talk about outside and inside activities. What do you like to do in your home? What do you like to do outside? How often do you go outdoors for fresh air? Where do you prefer relaxing? In your house or out somewhere? Have you ever had to stay at home for a long time without going out? If you had to stay outside for a whole week, where would you go and why? That is the end of part 1. We will now continue with part 2. It is important for you to know that in the IELTS speaking interview, the examiner is fishing for certain types of grammar. This means they are looking for specific types of grammatical forms like past, future, continuous, present perfect, past perfect, and conditionals. You must show this grammatical range and accuracy, as these are parts of your marking criteria for those high scores. You will notice that different questions target different types of grammar. In this interview, when the examiner asks, "How often do you go out for fresh air?" this question is targeting adverbs of frequency, like always, often, usually, sometimes, rarely, and never. The last question of part 1, if you had to stay outdoors for a full week, where would you go and why, is obviously targeting the conditional. So you have to use this in your response to get those high scores. If I were stuck outdoors for 7 days, I would like to be near the ocean. By reflecting the grammar of the questions, you can get high scores for grammatical range and accuracy. It is important to practice this skill before you sit your IELTS speaking interview. You can do this by signing up on our website for free and for free connecting with other IELTS candidates when you click on the Student Partner Speaking function. Once ready, you can book a complete mock IELTS speaking interview with a native speaking professional by clicking the Speaking Interview Practice button. Then you can truly maximize your performance on your next test. Now, let's continue. For this part, I will show you some questions. You will have 1 minute to read these. Think about your answers. Take notes in this time if you wish, and then you will have 1 to 2 minutes to speak. I will tell you when to start and when to stop. Talk about a time you did volunteer work. Your 1 minute preparation time begins now. Your 1 minute preparation time is up. Please begin speaking. That is the end of part 2. Your time is up. Please put the note paper and the pencil to the side, and we will now continue with part 3. In speaking part 2, when the cue card is about an event, like a time that a person did volunteering, just like Quran, you have to build a story. It must have a setting. We must know the place where it happened and the people who were there. It must have a beginning, a middle, and an end. We must know the activities or actions that happened and your experience. Just like Quran, when he's explaining that he worked at an orphanage for a certain number of weeks to satisfy one of his university course requirements, and then finishing his story by explaining that this was a very rewarding experience. Learn to create these mini 1 to 2 minute stories when talking about an event. Again, be sure to practice. Learn your current band score level. Simply send us an MP3 recording of your Part 2 cue card response, and we will give you a free band score estimate. Send your recordings to this email, also in the video description. To watch the rest of this video for practicing part 3 and more strategies for those Band 9 scores, visit and join our premium IELTS package at aehelp.com, where you will find over 100 hours of video lessons, an interactive course, practice exams, and an app for your phone. It's a one-time payment for lifetime access. Use the code SUPER9 for a 10% discount. Click the link below in the video description. We are an official IELTS Test Registration Center, British Council and IDP partners, and I'm a British Council agent. Begin learning for success today. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video. Click right up here. And click our IELTS Hero to join our premium package and get access to all of our videos, practice exams, and a fully interactive course.